Give me your best zombie. Go. All right. Good orgasm. Give me your best zombie, Amanda.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You sound like a whale, like a mating whale.
Guys, welcome to Real Awkward,
Hi.
the podcast that sends the rats out to the traps.
And
Where
kills
does that,
them?
Wait, how does that even come into your brain?
You say the weirdest shit.
Okay, number one, you both know that you're on the Real Awkward podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I have. That was it.
I'm just gonna keep looking back and forth.
Guys, like I already said, this is the Real Awkward podcast. My name's Andy.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Ashley.
And this episode, we don't know what it's about because Amanda's about to blow our minds.
I feel a sense of excitement. I need you to dial it down just a little.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Amanda's going to be like, so are you guys more of like a noodle fan or are you guys more of like
What's your favorite
angel
type
hair?
of pasta?
Let's just keep it simple and just that we're gonna have a conversation.
I had
What did
Thai
you just
food.
say?
I had Thai food the other day, and I feel like it was spaghetti noodles and not rice noodles.
Dude, they totally changed up my Thai food
Frickin'
order.
Karens.
I get this Thai food order. I don't remember what it's called.
Sure.
Prom Na or something. I don't
Sure.
know. It used to have pad Thai noodles, and now it has like ramen noodles. And I'm highly disappointed.
I wonder
yeah, she gets
if
upset at her
it's
food.
like a dish. Like I wonder if they're not getting their stuff.
I wonder that too. If they're like short on pad Thai noodles, I don't know.
Could be.
But I like it.
Short on
It's
Thai.
it's a good meal.
I literally had Thai food last night. It was delicious. Anyway, this is not the Thai food podcast.
Zombies.
We'll have to
podcast.
Thai zombies.
We'll have to do the Thai food episode another day. Okay, I want to tell
Wait.
you guys.
I listened to an old episode of ours.
Yes.
Goes to social
Rude.
media.
Okay, go ahead.
And
Please don't. If you guys are there right now, don't listen to that episode.
I mean, why not?
No, it's not. It's
Anyways,
in our infancy.
it was
we
right
weren't ready.
after I got a microphone.
Yeah.
It was still video, right?
Yeah.
And we like made it audio, whatever.
Was it?
Yeah. But you guys were talking about like how many stars you would be.
Oh,
Like the podcast as a whole, how many stars it would be on a Thai food level. You were 2. Everyone agreed we were
Oh,
2.
we're a
Yeah.
3 now for
Are we?
sure. Oh yeah.
I think we're still a 2,
No,
bitch.
back then we were a 2. Now we're a 3. We're not a 4. Definitely
We're
not a
definitely
5.
okay. If we were a 2 then, we're definitely a 3 now.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think we were a 1 then, saying we were a 2.
Yeah, Amanda's spot on. We were probably a 0.
Oh, come on. We tried.
You guys put in a little spice in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably said like the F word one time, which makes you a 1.
Yeah, that's right. You say it one time, you're immediately PG-13. So
Yeah.
we must be a 1.
Yeah.
Minimum.
So we're 2 now. Okay.
Minimum 1.
We're 2.5.
Okay.
I'll give it 2.5.
Okay, Amanda.
Anyway.
Listen, 3 minutes
Anyway.
in. What
Okay,
were you going to
okay.
say?
What were you going to say?
Okay. I went and did something today that I've never done before.
Oh. Should we talk about this on the podcast?
Oh, yeah, it's not weird. Well, it's a little weird, but I have never,
I took
I'm 33
pictures.
years old. I have never done this before because I've always been really anxious. I went and saw a movie by myself today.
How was it? If you tell me, okay, if you tell me,
Stop.
Okay.
if you tell me that you hated it, I'm going to be so disappointed.
Okay, here's how I feel. And it's weird because I will go and eat at a restaurant by myself. I have no qualms about that.
Fucking weird.
I don't either.
Because I just put in my headphones and I like watch a YouTube video, listen to a podcast, whatever.
Okay, but you go during lunch. Would
Yes.
you ever go to dinner by yourself?
I think I have before.
That's different.
I
A
would.
6 o'clock sit down yourself. Everyone else is in there. You don't feel
I
a
don't
little
care.
weird?
I think the only difference is I don't stick around. You know, like when you're with
Yes.
people, like after your meal, you kind of linger and then eventually
you
leave.
chat.
It would be more strange to just be like, I'm a whopper, fries, drink. And then you just sit there and just like stare at other tables.
Yeah, that
the
would
entire
be weird.
time.
Like, I mean, I've done it multiple times where I go to
Yeah.
a restaurant and I just like say, and yeah, usually I'm listening to a podcast, watching a YouTube video about something, whatever, because I don't want to just like sit and eat.
I don't do that. I just sit and eat and leave.
You're not on your phone a little bit? I bet you are. I bet she is.
I think if I'm waiting for my food, but then I will eat and then just go.
Go. Yeah.
And it's whatever.
But you obviously have your phone while you're eating, though. You literally are just eating like a weirdo and not looking
How
at
dare
your
you?
phone.
Wait, eating
How
without
dare
your
you
phone?
Eat
No,
the
no, no.
meal you paid for
We
like
gotta
a fucking
listen.
weirdo.
Listen.
I'm looking at my phone simultaneously.
Listen,
wait.
okay? Set the scene.
How
okay?
dare you?
So,
Wait.
So first, okay, scene number 1. Okay, you get your food.
Okay.
A little bit of num num num. You check your phone. You see what's going on. Cool. Put your phone down. Num num num. You just straight up num 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 num, and then you leave.
No, when in between breaths, when I take a breath.
Sorry. Sorry. All I could think of when Andy was doing the num 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 num, I was about to be like, dip, 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 dip. I'm all right.
I don't know what that
Sorry.
reference
Sorry.
It's
is.
a cat. It's
Me.
Caddyshack.
Okay, my point is, if I need to take a breath from
Yes.
eating,
No, I'm not talking like you Kirby'd it. You weren't just like, ooh, and now you're Link. What I'm saying.
Now you're the Olive
yeah.
Garden waitress.
Yeah, you just
wait. Okay, so
What's up, Panda
I saw this
Express?
TikTok the other day, and man, I'm gonna get back to this movie thing, but we
I was
will.
about to be
We
like,
will. I'm so
bitch, we
sorry.
better not
We've got
glaze
plenty
over
of
this.
time, okay? I watched this TikTok that said that in different languages, this was Abraham Piper. So if y'all don't know Abraham Piper, go follow him on TikTok
Go to
because he's
TikTok.
like incredible.
Never heard of this person
Okay.
before.
gray-haired.
Because you're not on TikTok.
Gray-haired
I'm old.
silver fox.
He's awesome. He just talks about like philosophical things. Anyway,
He's a smart man
he
on
said
TikTok.
that he's been reading all these books about like about languages. I think specifically the English language. But he was saying in different languages, people are more or less uncomfortable with silence in conversation.
Yes, fair.
In people who speak English are uncomfortable after 4 seconds of silence. After that point, they have to say something stupid just to fill
So that's me.
just to fill it, right? So that's where I feel like if you were eating a meal, if
Yeah.
you sat there for 4 seconds not doing anything, you'd be like, I have to do something.
Yeah, but you have to indicate what not doing anything is. Like the weird Unabomber, like put your both palms on the table, stare straight
No,
forward
you know what
after
you
your
do?
bite.
You contemplate your next bite.
Yeah,
Well,
you
okay.
just
No, no,
kind
no.
of like enjoy what's
Wait,
happening.
this is a problem, and this is how people get
Yeah.
fat. I'm not
What they don't.
pointing any fingers.
I feel attacked.
Nom, 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 nom,
You
nom.
should not multitask while you eat.
Yeah, 'cause
Because-
you're
You
not
should
paying attention.
focus on eating.
Okay, now I've seen this, right, where someone has a plate in front of them, let's say it's salad or noodles or whatever, and they're going to find the right bite or whatever, and I get that. But I feel like a majority, and when I say majority, I mean like 90% of people on their phone while they're taking a bite. I will put money on it right now.
I will tell you, I don't. I will be on my phone while I'm waiting for my food. Once I have my food, I will eat it and I will go.
That is, I mean, I'm going to give you a little props. Good job. Because
I-
everybody else is so addicted for Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. They want to see what's on the phone. You can block anyone else out. You don't have to look up and have that awkward smile when you make eye contact with somebody. But most people, phone, laptop, tablet, I don't know, whatever's in front of them, rarely a newspaper these days, they are eating coincide while they're looking at their phone.
I know for me, if I go out to eat by myself, it's because I have time to myself and I've decided I'm just going to go sit somewhere and eat a meal and then, move on to the next thing.
Right.
So I am using that as a, 45-minute break. You know what I mean? Just from
Sure.
like what I'm doing.
Right.
So I'll like I'll watch an episode of something, or I'll just do kind of because to me I'm just gonna sit and enjoy my time,
Right.
And then no rush, but then I'm just gonna go when I go.
But you'll have something on. You'll have like a TV
Yeah.
show or
Yeah.
even music, I guess, if you're just
Yeah.
listening to music too.
I
But
just think it's okay sometimes to sit in silence.
I think
and
that
there definitely
is.
it's not one of those things where the minute I get down I put my headphones in. Like sometimes
Yeah.
I just kind of sit there.
I don't think I ever do. I think I get my food and then I'm on my phone and eating at the same time.
You're on your phone at whatever you're doing.
I was gonna say you're on your phone all the
Except-
time.
For a man
the
who claims he
podcast-
cannot multitask,
Have I looked at it? Have I looked at it? Have I
You
looked
don't
at
get
it?
to count that as you grab your fucking phone.
Have I looked?
I will say Andy is probably addicted to his phone.
Oh, you totally are.
Oh, I'm one of the millions and millions
Yeah.
of people that are cyborgs.
But I feel like you're just like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good. That's what it is.
I'm addicted to my phone, so whatever.
So let's move on.
No, so yeah,
Wanted
I have no issue being at a restaurant by myself, but for some reason I never wanted to go to a movie by
Okay,
myself.
so tell us.
Oh
about
yeah,
this.
sorry. We're so sorry that we went on a
You-
freaking
okay, so you walk in.
10-minute tangent.
Did
No.
you buy your ticket ahead of time?
Yeah, so here's why. Let me set the stage. I work today,
Yeah.
and
You you work literally like
in the
10
parking lot,
seconds from
a movie theater.
You could
which is
walk
funny
there.
because that is not the movie theater I went to.
Oh, that's funny.
So, here's what happened.
The plot thickens.
Did you go to Everett?
I did not.
Stanwood.
Did you go to
did
the
not.
recliners?
Dang it.
No.
Oh,
Let me
the
get
recliners
there.
are the best. Okay, I think this is going to take 50 minutes for her to tell the story, and it's
No,
fantastic.
it's gonna take because you guys keep stopping me.
Oops, though, right?
Oops, though? But was that oops?
So okay, here's what happened.
Okay, yeah.
So I was at work doing my work, blah blah blah. My second whole color client of the day
You said-
canceled.
Oh, whole color. Okay.
Yeah. So I was off work at like 2:00. And I was
Yes.
like, okay, I don't have to be here until like 5:30-ish. What the fuck is so funny? I don't know what that is. Is that a
what did
TikTok
you-
thing?
Wait, are you laughing at the oops?
God.
Oops.
But oops, though,
It's
right?
it's just a comedian, dude. Chris D'Elia, when they do a podcast when they're both talking, if somebody interrupts him, he goes, oops, though, right? But oops, though, right?
Yeah.
And when someone's saying a sentence, you don't just come into their sentence. That's a oops. And then, so then,
Just laughing
so
because
when
only
we were,
Andy and I understand this.
when we interrupted you, Ash was like, oops, though, right? Oops. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Go on.
So anyway, so you were naked in a bathtub. What happened?
Like every Sunday.
Okay.
And so anyway, so I got up early and I've been wanting to see Scream. And
Oh, right.
Chris is not into horror movies. And so
Interesting.
I
Seems like a big horror fan.
didn't want to wait for it to come out. I wanted to see it because
Yeah.
at this
Fair.
point it's
Yeah.
been out for 2 weeks.
I hate that when there's a
2 weeks.
movie you want to see and no one else does.
Well, it was also a thing where at this point the twist at the end had not been spoiled for me.
Oh, gotcha. It's
So-
for me now. Now that I know there's a
No,
twist.
I won't. But like, it for me, it was like I want to go see this before a lot of things are spoiled. I haven't watched any of the trailers. I love Scream.
Right.
It's one of my favorite horror movies. So I wanted to see the new one. So I was like, shit. Well, I'll just see if Scream is playing. Well, of course, the movie had started 20 minutes before I got off work, and so I was just like, fuck, it's too late. I can't.
Oh,
Like,
you went ham.
well, no, I mean, I was like, okay, the movie started at 1:40. It's now like 2:05.
But there's
Yeah.
previews.
Well, okay, I didn't go to that one.
Wait, because you said you didn't go to the one by your work.
I did
We
not.
Which
thought
one
you
did
were
you
gonna,
go
we
to?
thought you were gonna go spicy. Did you drive all the way to Seattle?
No.
Well, you went to Odeon Cineplex.
I went to Cascade.
You did?
Yeah.
No, why would you waste your life?
Because it was the only one. It was the only one playing within a time frame that I
Right.
could go
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
it
yeah.
and then get here.
Wait,
Sure.
so the one that was 20 minutes in was the one next to you?
Yes.
Okay, now I understand.
Got it. Okay,
Logic.
so you drove.
Okay.
So you drove up north.
30 minutes.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
And-
that's what I would have driven if I'd gone to Everett
To
Malls.
Everett.
Okay,
Yeah.
so knowing this though, was there anyone in the theater?
Okay, so when I bought my ticket, I was the only person.
I can imagine.
It was on my phone.
You kept the lights on that day.
I was the only person in that theater. But then, of course, the movie had started, and I was like, the previews had just started, and I was like, hell yes, I'm in here by myself.
Hell yeah.
And then 3 women walked
I
in.
hate that when you have the anticipation of like, yes, we're the only ones here, and then somebody walks in and,
And
is like,
where'd they sit? Like 2 rows in front of you?
I was literally the very back row in the middle. They were a couple rows in front of me on the far left.
Okay.
So it wasn't like we were in front of each other. But I didn't pay attention to this. It was closed captioning.
What?
oh,
It was closed caption.
Wait,
why?
what time did you see it?
3
Old
o'clock.
people time.
was it matinee
people.
price?
Hell yeah, it was. It was like $8.
$8.
Why was it closed caption?
I have no idea. It was closed caption.
Was it an accident?
I have no idea.
Did you ask the 3 old ladies
Didn't
with
matter to me.
hearing aids?
They weren't
You know
old.
what? I wouldn't mind it because I watch everything
She
with
does.
closed
That's
caption.
why I
does.
didn't have a problem with it. 'cause
Once you have
the
kids,
other day,
you can't hear nothing.
The other day, Andy was watching F9. The
that
Fast
was
and
my
Furious.
first mistake.
The Fast and Furious movie because Cam got it for him for Christmas.
And I will watch what my daughter
But
gets
to be
me.
honest, he has all the other 8. So he is like, I can't understand anything. And I'm like, now you know why I watch everything
Yes.
on closed caption.
Yeah.
But also, we were watching another movie and he was like, what was that guy's name? And I knew because I read the closed caption and it tells you who's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. Like,
Yeah.
I had no idea that movie theaters did that.
Yeah.
No,
And
me either.
So the
neither.
movie starts, and I'm just like, at first I didn't even realize it because I watch everything with closed
Yeah.
captions.
So you're just used to it.
So then I was like, wait a minute, this is closed captions. And I looked it up later that on Fandango it says open captions on the
Oh.
Interesting.
things, and I was like,
I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen
So
a movie
people
in
that
the theater.
are hearing impaired
Yeah.
can know which movie to go to.
yeah.
That's so cool.
I was like, I had no idea. First of all, really cool. But so I walk in there. Of course, it's Cascade, so there's nobody in there.
Yeah, right. Ghost Town.
And I got a popcorn and I got a drink, and of course the kid couldn't find the large popcorn bags, and I was like, how is this theater still open if you can't find the bags?
They were just here between the small and the large.
I was just kind of like, what? And
so what did he do?
he literally, I was just standing there.
Did he
as
give you
was,
two mediums?
No, he eventually found them, but he was like opening every single drawer looking
He
for
probably
a
just
box.
started. They're like, listen, Alex, you're going to run the closed captioning shift today.
Yeah.
And
You're gonna run the old lady shift today?
This is a trick because the bags are hidden. So good luck, my friend.
It was very much, I'm just
That
standing.
was his first test.
Yeah, right.
I was just standing there like minutes. I'm watching this kid search. I'm just like,
You're like, thank God the movie
Okay.
hasn't started yet.
but yeah, so it was fine because it's like when we go see a movie, if we're not renting the whole theater out, you shut your fucking mouth. You don't talk.
Yeah.
You watch the movie.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in the car on
Yeah.
the way home.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I never wanted to go see one by myself.
You have been averted, is that the right word? Aversion to that for a long time, right? Because you
Yeah.
were like, I just don't, that doesn't seem like it'd be fun.
And my
or-
dad goes to movies all the time by himself,
Yeah.
and I know people who are like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
So
how
Ash
did
and
you
I
like
started
it?
doing it like 5 years ago or 4 years ago.
I'll do it again. But
Sounds like you're talking about the first
I
time you did
think-
Backdoor.
There's something.
ew,
I'll try it again, but you know,
No.
it was a little uncomfortable.
gross.
I think there's something about going to watch a movie by yourself when you know nobody else wanted to watch it. And it's like more satisfying to watch it by yourself because you know that you're not like making someone else be there.
That was part of
Fair,
it because
yeah.
like I had texted Chris on my way up, and I was like, hey, I got a floor earlier. I'm gonna go see a movie, and I knew he was already doing something, so I wasn't like thinking like I'm gonna go see it while he's sitting home by himself.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah,
And when I
no guilt.
he was like, what are you going to go see? And I was like, Scream. And he was like, oh, you wanted to see that. Like, and he doesn't do horror, like slasher movies. And
Right.
so it was like, you didn't want to go fucking see it, dude. And I, truthfully, if it had been on, I wouldn't have bought it online, but if I could have like pay-per-view rented it, I probably would have.
Sure.
But I was just kind of like, no, fuck it. I want to go see a movie. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm going to go do it. So it was the only thing I found a little odd. There was 3 times. One, but I think going in and like ordering from concessions was only odd just because there was literally no one in the lobby.
Right. It's
a-
only
yeah.
weird if you're like, I'm gonna have 2 popcorns and 2 sodas and
Yeah,
2
like-
candies, and they're like, oh sweet, where's your other person? You're like, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was only odd just because it was literally just me. And then leaving was just kind of weird. It was just kind of like,
You should
guess
get up
I'll
and
go.
Yeah,
So
I
just
don't
leave-
discuss
yeah,
it
yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, you don't
That
turn
was
to
odd.
the
I
person
just
next to you and be like,
silently,
did you like
just
it?
silently walked out. And then when I think it was a mom and her 2 daughters, when they were in there, like they first walked in, I was just kind of like, like, I guess I'm not alone.
Did you think though, like, I wonder what they're thinking about me right now?
A little bit.
Yeah, these 3 people are like, I bet she has no friends.
Well, okay, so here's
that's
the
why
problem.
she's watching this movie by
So of course
herself.
I'm in a black hoodie and I have my masks are black, so I had a black mask on, and it was really cold in there. So at one point in the movie, I put my hood on.
That's like your smoke from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, well, so then I'm sitting there like with my arms crossed over me,
All
hood up,
grumpy.
hood up, mask on, and so your probably like, "What the fuck?" It's like, and of course, it's like a movie about Ghostface.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm just
These
like, this
ladies
bitch
are like-
looks like Ghostface.
She's
I
gonna
was-
come stab us.
I was just like, dude, they must
I
think I'm
see.
weird.
I feel like the most disappointing thing about other people walking in the theater is you then have to wear your mask.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly, we were far enough away from each other, and I had
wouldn't have
popcorn and stuff
mattered,
that
yeah.
it didn't really matter because I don't think they had theirs on. But like, I felt uncomfortable making noise. So at one point,
sure.
I went through my bag to get some mints out of my bag, and of course, the zipper's like, and then
And it
I,
echoes twice as loud when you're trying to be quiet.
and I think that if there had been a handful of people in there, it would have been whatever, because there would have been a white noise of people noise.
Sure.
But it was literally me and them.
What is she unzipping?
So of course, you hear any noise at all, it's like, that lady's making noise.
I think what I like about going by myself is like when I sit in a chair, no matter what chair it is, I don't sit normal. I don't sit on my butt with
you
my
put
feet
your
down.
feet
I
up
put my
and stuff.
feet
She
up.
sits backwards
or
with her butt towards
under
the
me.
screen. It's a
Yeah,
weird
it's
thing.
weird.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. No, but like when I go to a theater by myself, I'll just literally like take up the next seat, put my feet on it, like
Yeah.
just lounge.
Yeah,
like
she owns the place.
yeah.
It was nice getting to kind of spread out a little bit. I wasn't concerned about being in anyone's way or
Did you
my
Patrick
leg touching
Starfish
them.
the whole thing?
I don't know what that means. No. But like,
Okay, SpongeBob.
I definitely had my bag on one seat and then like my drink on the other
That's
seat.
my
like,
favorite thing. When I get to
You can
use
put your
the
purse on the
other
next
cup
bag or
holder,
on the next seat.
I feel like I'm a criminal. I'm like, I'm gonna use the 1-2 spots
Well,
over.
what's funny is I picked seat 8, but 8 was just slightly off to the side, so I actually sat in 7.
Don't you hate that in a theater where you have to be like, okay, which cup holder is mine? You have to like
Yes.
count from
And
the
what's
end.
funny is but the other person pretends like they don't also know the rule that it's always the person's right cup holder is their cup holder. It's
Is
not
it?
the other way. Yes, it is. Every time yours is
I'm
on
so
the right.
passive. The person on each side of me could use each cup holder, and I'd be like, okay, I'll just hold my drink.
And they're just like double fisting it like
Oh, sorry.
icy root beer. F and A, dude. You don't need 2 cup holders. The movie's only an hour and a half long.
No, it was.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm okay. I think that's what it is. It's like it's something I've been weirdly afraid of for a long time. So I finally did it, and driving up there, I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go see a movie by myself.
I think it's a little bit different than eating on your own because you're in the dark.
Yeah,
And
Because
everyone's
no one
paying
can see,
attention
yeah.
to the movie.
Sure.
So it's like nobody's looking at you being like,
Why is she
you're
alone?"
weird and alone.
I used to do
I'm
this
judging you.
all the time because I would come from Olympia
Yeah.
back home, and there's 2 things. It's either an hour and a half drive, no traffic
Through
after 7,
Right.
or 3 hours
Right.
from 4 to 7.
Right.
So for me, watching an hour and a half movie like saved me the traffic time, and then I
Yeah.
just got home a half an hour later.
Those who don't know, it's literally driving through Seattle
oh my god, it's the
during
worst.
rush hour,
It's
which
the
I
worst.
mean,
Yeah, so I would just go watch a movie. I would just go like, so I did it so often that when Ash and I did it here in our hometown, like it was easy. Like we watch the kids, somebody goes and watches a movie, uninterrupted, no screaming, crazy, chilled.
also the theater next to us is like dead.
Yeah, ours is really dead.
There's
It's like
no
Cascade,
anybody
it's like
there.
Cascade
Looking at-
dead, but it's more comfortable than those Cascade
I was
seats.
looking at that one, but they just didn't have a time that worked for me because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that'd be perfect. I'm right here.
I'm pretty sure they don't even start movies until like 3 or 4.
That's not
at that
true.
one. Oh, they have earlier
Well, the
ones?
problem is
Oh, okay.
now because of COVID, certain showings aren't happening. So back in the day, on the weekend or whatever, there'd be showings at 10, 11 o'clock.
Right.
Now stuff doesn't start at least until 1 o'clock.
Yeah, there's no early
But
showings.
luckily, it seems like people are going back to the movies,
Mm-hmm.
and so hopefully this will become a little bit easier. Because I used to want to go on Mondays. I used to have this idea where like before I had to go be a mom, I'd go see a movie, like that would be my time or whatever, and like getting to that has changed obviously, and that's okay. But it was nice because a lot of times at work, if I have a client that bails on me, I just stay. Like whatever.
Sure,
Yeah.
Somebody needs something, I'll pick some stuff up. And I don't think my boss loved that. I was just like, bye. But like
I'm
she
gonna
would have
watch a
done
movie.
she would have done the same shit. So
Right,
I don't
Sure.
But I don't know, it was just one of those things where I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go do what I want. And I was happy that I did it. And I would probably do it again because it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
But-
once you do it the first time, it's way easier the second time.
I think it's gonna be few and far between. Because I just don't have the time.
I like to do.
Sure.
Ash and I haven't actually done that in a long time.
We haven't done it since Remy was born.
Yeah, it's been a long.
It's
been,
a lot
It's been
harder
over a
now,
year,
but-
but it is fantastic. Just sit there, You got there's no other responsibilities. Just get to watch the movie. So that brings me to this point. We can talk about going to the theater alone forever. Is there other things that people do alone that is weird?
Oh.
Like, what else do you think that when people do it alone, it's like, I wouldn't have done that.
See, because I think about. Oh yeah, go for it.
Go to the water park by yourself. I think that's weird. I think
Going
that's
to
weird.
any theme park by
I was
yourself
going to
is
say
weird.
any theme
I
park.
think
You're a
that's-
crazy person.
and I know there's people that go to Disneyland by themselves.
Disney adults, yeah.
I feel like you'd be like on a ride, be like, ha ha ha, and you like look to your side. There's
are
nobody
you guys
there.
having fun? I'm having fun. Like, having so much fun. Do you see Peter Pan down there? Because I do.
Weird. I think any type
That's how
of.
I imagine the weird Disneyland alone guy
Well,
is.
especially the rides where you get on like one at a time.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Or it's
and
like you
just
ju-
me in a cart meant for four.
Yeah.
Like,
Or do you both it's
Yeah, your
two,
party.
two kids and you jump on the teacup with them. You're like, let's spin.
Ugh.
It's just like they're like, stop, mister, stop. And he's like
I feel like any type of
spinning like evil.
any type of like what would you call it, paid recreation, so like the zoo, the
Yeah.
science center,
Right.
anything like
Fair.
that. If you're just a person like, I'm just here to check it out, like weird.
Yeah, the
it's
one
also
in-
kind of weird to like go to the beach by yourself.
See, I
Yeah,
know, I
yeah.
know.
What do you do, like kick and say?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is strange.
What do you do by yourself?
Here's what's weird though. You can get away with it if you have a pet with you. If you have like a
Oh,
dog
yeah, totally.
or like something else with you, it's like, oh no, you're totally fine.
Walking your dog.
You're not weird at all. You have a dog with
Wait,
you.
you can't take dog to Disneyland.
No, you probably can't, but you could. I don't know. You probably have something. Just carry
You're right, because
on.
even like those restaurants that allow dogs, or like a cafe that allow
Yeah.
you, that's not weird if you're
No.
sipping coffee, but you got your dog with you.
yeah, then it's just like, oh, that's just the dog person.
What about
But then
like
if
a
it's somebody by themselves, they're like fucking weirdo. Like,
Fucking weird. What about a sporting event? Would that be weird to go alone?
it depends on the sporting event. If
I don't
you-
think that would be that weird, honestly.
If you went and you watch, well, number one, at a sporting event, no one would really know whether someone's supposed to sit next to you or whether they're just up going to the bathroom, getting food or whatever. So most people would just
Sure.
assume,
I-
their other counterpart is gone.
I also don't think that's that weird because there's like a fan base
Yeah.
as a group. So like even if you're by yourself, you're still a fan with the people around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like you could even, something happens, you could stand up and high five the guy next to you
Yeah, exactly.
and have fun
Well, I was
with
Yeah,
gonna
I would
say,
do it.
I was thinking at first like that might be weird, but then I feel like you would just kind of chat with the people around you.
Yeah.
I just keep going back to this water slide thing. Like if you were the one, you're just and number one, a guy, right? If you showed up, you get out of the park, like you're just in your
In a
shorts.
Speedo.
Yeah, and you're just standing there and you're like,
Water
All
looks,
right.
You know
water
what,
looks
though?
great today,
All
fellas.
right.
You know
Dip
what
the-
though?
dip the toe in.
It would still be fun.
I don't know if it would.
Really?
Well,
Yeah,
I think
because
it's-
you go down the slide the first time and you get off and you're like, wow, that was a blast.
do it again.
For me.
Yeah, but wait. So you go to the water park and you go down a slide, and the other person that you're with is down at the bottom. They went on it too, and you guys
Yeah.
high five.
Yeah, and hug awkwardly with our nipples touching.
No,
Yes.
you pretty much are by
Every
yourself
time.
anyway.
Okay, it feels like that, but it doesn't, right?
I honestly-
like going like to me, just showing up, and it's just you're in the wave pool just by yourself, and a couple kids go past you. They're like 13, 14. You're like, hey, kids, you
Is
having
it weird
fun
if
in the
you
wave
like
pool?
go to the
'Cause I
YMCA
am.
pool by yourself?
No,
See-
that's different.
See, the thing is,
Old people go to the YMCA
I-
by themselves.
I am not a water park fan.
No, they don't. They do water aerobics.
Yes, they do.
Okay,
I'm not a
fair.
water park fan. So
Fair.
if we were to all go to the water park, you guys, I'd go. But I'd be like, have fun.
You'd
I'll be in the hot
sit-
tub.
Oh yeah.
I
You-
would be in the hot tub.
You don't like to have exhilarating fun down a water slide.
I don't like them. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. I don't like it.
I do not like them.
I
Do
don't
you-
like it.
Do you think it'd be? Do you have something to say?
No, I just mean
What?
no. I'm just
Do you
arguing.
think that it'd be you have something to say? What is that?
What are you fucking saying right now? No, I'm
I
just
mean,
arguing.
I was gonna change the subject, but if you were still talking,
Do you? Oh, I thought you were just saying. I thought you were having a stroke.
Well, I think maybe it's different as a woman versus man, but like I have gone to water parks a few times where I have been alone, but it's like my friends are here, but I am alone.
Sure, that's different because even if you have the slightest conversation with somebody, I feel like you naturally be like, "Oh yeah, my friends are just over there," or like, "Oh no, I'm good," or like, we're getting out of here soon." Like you'd use verbiage or something to indicate that you wouldn't
I don't
by
think it's that weird.
yourself,
How many
but-
times are you in line for a water park ride and there's somebody by themselves just like in front of you?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't notice. I've never like jotted it down.
I don't
but-
think it's that uncommon.
up
Well,
my
I-
diary.
I-
Like for people, even if
Yeah.
you go there together to split off and go do your own thing,
Sure.
I don't think it's that weird.
So do you think that
So
you could
I-
also have that be a Disneyland thing though, like where it's just you and you're by yourself, Pirates of the Caribbean?
because I think Disneyland
Yeah.
is a very like family oriented like
Right.
experience.
right, and you can't be a
Do you
one
think
family.
something like going to like Riverdance?
No, because most people are alone because nobody else wanted to do it.
That's where you go to meet someone that's of your caliber.
Well, I mean, same thing. Like if I go to the casino by myself, that's not weird. It's not weird just to go. Like I see a bunch of people by themselves at a
every
slot
game is a
machine.
one man game. You can't play as a team.
Right? Yeah. There's no sit on my lap and we'll both hit the buy button. I
You
don't
can't
know.
touch someone else's blackjack chips.
Yeah,
Like,
no, you
Yeah.
can't. Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
I
it
didn't
doesn't
mean
work that
roulette
way.
or whatever.
No, same
Yeah.
thing. No, you're right.
Yeah,
no.
yeah, okay.
You
I
can't.
don't
You
know. I
can't
don't
both
play-
be
I don't
holding.
play the
You
games.
can't both be holding the poker 5 cards
Right,
and be
you
like,
can't-
which one should we do, Lionel? Like, no.
Lionel.
I hope we get a king.
I don't know,
Shh,
because
hear
I
us.
think about something like I would never go to the pumpkin patch by myself.
Yeah, I guess.
No.
Yeah, that's
Or-
fair.
Is it weird to like go get dessert by yourself?
I think it depends what it is.
I
would
could
never.
see somebody going into a Menchie's and just like freaking
And
topping
then,
it on.
and then sit
would you
there and
sit
eat
and
it?
or would you maybe go to your car?
I'd
You
get
would
out of there.
leave.
I'd get out of there. I would not sit and eat ice cream by myself as a fat dude.
No.
in,
What if you went to like
no.
Applebee's and ordered like a chocolate chip cookie skillet and then you just
See,
Never.
that's the type of stuff that's
Never.
weird to me. Like
Look
you're
at that motherfucker over
Yeah.
there eating that cookie skillet all by himself.
Right, same thing.
Never.
Like, hey, you want fondue? Just me then, huh? Like, no.
Never.
Like, you're
No.
not gonna. They're just like, hello, sir. When's your other person coming? No, it's just me.
Yeah, I
Bring
think-
on the cheese.
I think eating that is an experience you cannot do by yourself.
No.
Unless you guys said when we first started that it was fine to eat at a restaurant by yourself.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's
Yeah.
you're literally going there to eat a meal, fine. But if it's an experience, like dessert is an experience in my opinion.
Oh, I
Yes.
see. So Ash draws the line like spaghetti and meatballs is fine, but once
Yes.
you get the chocolate cake
Okay.
involved, I better get another person
I
in
will
here.
go eat lunch by myself anytime or dinner or whatever, but I'm not also gonna order dessert.
Maybe to go.
So
but
you
like,
have a time limit because Ash is like, okay, I've been here far too long. I'm gonna have to order something else before it
Because
gets weird.
you savor your dessert.
Yes. And usually you'll share it with
Is
someone.
Like,
that
eating
because
a
you're
meal is
eating
for
it?
sustenance?
I just figured this out. So Ash is there. She's just eating it, having a mediocre time. The dessert comes. Now it gets weird because she's by herself. She's like,
Yeah, that's when the noises start.
oh
Sounds
my
about right.
goodness.
Sounds about right.
Do you have any Choco chips?
Well, it's just like when you eat your meal fast because you're the only one there, you're not talking to anybody, you're
Yeah.
not on your phone. You just eat it and you go. But with dessert, you can't just like
Eat it and go.
oh, you can. You didn't get a cupcake. Just, ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Cheesecake Factory. I'm not just gonna sit there and just go, I guess I'll just have a couple slices by myself today.
I was trying to think if I've ever been to Cheesecake. Yeah,
It's so thick.
the only time I've been to Cheesecake Factory alone was one time I was at the mall and I literally just like went in, got 2 pieces to go, and then I left. Like,
he has to go.
So being at the mall's fine, right, by yourself? Because you got to Christmas shop and stuff by yourself. So that's not
I've been to the
weird.
mall a few times by myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I'm not gonna have like an all day shopping event by
right.
myself.
Right.
What about going to like the salon by yourself or like get your nails done by yourself?
I've done it multiple times.
Well, and I would say Amanda probably has clients all the time they don't come with.
Well, I don't mean
I
I don't mean
prefer-
getting your hair done. I mean getting your nails
Actually,
nails
sure,
done
your
or
nail-
like getting a pedicure
Oh,
or
I
something.
bet they do. I imagine some Karens in there like weekly, and someone's like, "Jesus, here she comes again, getting
Sure.
her nails done." Yeah.
The few times I've gotten my nails done in the last little while, I've been by myself. I don't want
Rude.
an audience. Well,
Rude.
it's literally if I go get my nails done, it's like I had a client that no showed, and so I went and got
Yeah,
my
she's
nails
out.
done quickly.
Rude.
Sorry,
I don't-
you're not that flexible.
I don't make an appointment.
Rude.
No, speaking of which, I actually need a pedicure, so we should go soon.
So do I. Speak for us both, right? Right. I
but-
do. I need one.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's just one of those things where certain things, like getting your nails done, for me, if I'm getting a pedicure, it feels weird to do by myself. But if I'm just like getting a manicure, like, yeah, let's just
I feel
do it
like
and I'll
if it's a
go.
manicure, you're like focused on what they're doing the whole time, so it's
Yeah.
fine. When you're not even on your phone or anything because you can't be,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But if you're getting a pedicure, it's like they're doing the work, you're just sitting there.
Yep.
So it's weird to do
Well,
it by
I do
yourself.
wonder though.
when you're sitting right next to someone else.
so
Yeah.
all of us here at this table have a significant other, but like when you're
I don't.
single,
I don't.
so I'm with someone right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to talk about her. When you're single, or even our listeners right now, what do you do by yourself that's not weird? Like when you go out on a normal day routine, at what point do you feel like, I wish I had a friend? Or just,
like just like this is awkward.
yeah, or is every day just like, this is it? Like I eat by
Yeah.
myself. I go to movies by myself. I go to plays by myself. I don't know. Like I wouldn't buy a cruise ship ticket for one
No.
and just be
No.
only me.
I do know people who
I
have
bet they-
gone on
I-
vacation
right?
alone.
I think that's weird though.
I'm somebody. I
Sometimes
cannot,
that sounds wonderful.
I am not a person who wants to travel by themselves. I've
No.
been
Yeah.
to San Diego twice for work, where like I can just go do whatever I want in the evenings after work, and I'm just like, I am just gonna sit in my hotel.
Yeah, you don't
Well,
go
and it's also a
venture.
I do
situation
not want to
where
go out and venture.
It's a new place, so you don't really know what to go see. So I could imagine I'd be like, I'm just gonna hang out.
Yeah, like
it's
I'm
not a
not
place I'm
somebody.
familiar
like, I don't.
with.
Even, I don't even rent a car because I'm not somebody who wants to like go see what there is. I'm literally like order my food, go pick it up,
Yeah,
come
that's
back to
not
my
like
hotel
you.
room.
I would probably go do something if I had to go. Like if I was in San Diego for work, I would. I know myself. I'd probably look it up, and I'd be like, "What's things to do in San Diego that are like close? Close kind of maybe touristy things or restaurant to go check out." I'd probably Uber there,
Yeah,
and then
Yeah.
I'd Uber back.
that's fair.
But I don't know. I mean, I know I want to go check things out, but I also wouldn't ever want to put myself in a situation where like I can't get back to where I was because I don't know where I am.
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
It is scary. I know my grandma for the longest time. She would just go take trips to Europe, Russia.
That's so crazy.
She'd
to
go on
me.
a cruise
Good
by
for
herself.
her.
Never.
She went and did
My
Alaska
dad does it too.
cruise
My
by herself.
my dad
Yeah.
went to. Where did he go by himself?
Germany or something, right? Switzerland?
Greece. He went to Greece by himself.
Good
Yeah,
for him.
yeah, right.
I
know.
could never do that.
That stuff would probably freak me out. But I also, being with you, those are experiences when I think about it, I'm like, this. I want to do this together. Like, I don't think
Sure.
like, oh, I
Yeah.
just want to go. I mean, number one, I'll just go to New Mexico since you don't want to go by myself, but I already know Amanda wants to go. So
I do want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
We're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go like not in the summertime though, girl, because we're
I
gonna
know.
burn.
It's going to have to be like a March or like
Yeah.
an April type
Yeah.
of thing.
yeah.
Any other weird alone stuff?
I don't know.
Andy, the look on Andy's face. when he
Yeah,
said that.
it was gross.
Do you ladies do anything alone that's kind of weird?
No.
Like by yourselves though, like alone.
Let me be real with you. Going and see I wasn't even alone at the movie theater, but it was the first time that like I was alone, semi alone
Yeah,
in months.
in a long time,
in months.
right?
I
sure.
can't like
Oh, I feel you. Ash and I have seen each other's stupid faces now for frickin' 6 months without a break.
I mean, you leave for like a couple hours at a time.
I try. I
so
want to
that
go. I
can
want to be
do
gone for so
work around
much
the house.
longer.
no, dude. I mean, like, either like if like, but like, so Chris works at home, so like he doesn't leave.
Yeah.
And then Lincoln's there, and then I mean, at least our house is big enough that like if he's upstairs and I'm downstairs, like we're not in each other's way. But sometimes it's like I would love to be alone. So last night, Chris was watching the football game with my parents, so I was just at home, like. I still hadn't taken the Christmas tree down, so I was like, I gotta fucking do that. And then I was like, I'm just gonna like deep clean some things, right? Like I hadn't done some stuff in a while, so I was like, I just gotta do it. So I ordered Thai food. I put on a movie I'd seen before. I did my little decorating things, and then I finally sit down to watch the movie, like to finish the movie. This motherfucker walks in the door 5 minutes later, and I was like.
I feel like I was into this.
I was finally at a point where I was going to have just alone
Wait,
time.
who walked in?
Chris.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You called him motherfucker. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, but it was just one of those things where you're just like,
you know
oh.
what I mean, though.
my
I
Lincoln
didn't-
just like,
God.
Mom, I'm home.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lincoln walked in. No,
Lincoln kicks the door down.
it was just kind of like, and
Blueberries.
it was one of those things where it was like, he had no control over that. So it's not like, whatever.
No, but that happens to me
But
too.
it was
Like
just like,
Ash is like, I'm gonna be gone for a while with the kids, and it's like an hour and a half only, and I'm like, And they're
I
back.
do everything quickly. I'm so sorry.
Like, I'll take the kids away from her for 8 full hours. And then she's like, okay, I'm going to give you a little break. And then they're back in an hour and a half. And I'm like, cool. I took a dump.
Dude, if you're in the bathroom for an hour and a half,
mean,
you need to go to the doctor.
That's not unrealistic. He's got an appointment on Tuesday.
I was going to say, I've been talking about this for years.
Oh, finally?
So, yeah. Gotta
Let's-
make sure that.
Sure.
Gotta,
We'll talk about it later.
Let's
gotta
not get into
figure
it.
Talk about it
out.
later.
I'm going to go do that alone.
Yep, you will.
That's not weird alone.
Listen, okay? Real awkward rubes for only $3 a day.
$3 a month.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
No. I have a private.
We're not saving dogs
Listen,
here.
Andy
I
has
have
an
a-
OnlyFans.
I have a private OnlyFans account for only $3 a day. You can see nudes.
Spaghetti,
me eating
rigatoni,
spaghetti.
It's just Andy.
macaroni.
Andy at Old Spaghetti Factory every day.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah.
Listen, we've got a Patreon. We started it, guys. It's only $3 a month, and we've got exclusive episodes, exclusive content coming out at you, as well as Amanda sending care packages out. And you
This
get
is really getting large. She
I
Yeah,
just
it
sent
sure is.
stickers.
And we're gonna build everybody a spaceship and fly to Mars.
Andy will do that.
I will.
Hold
It'll
him
be
to
a
that.
little spaceship. I don't know if you can fit in it. But
We're not going to do that.
can you guys please tell us, what do you do alone
You know what?
by,
Don't.
by yourself? Send us pics, as Ashley said.
If you really need to, send them directly to Andy because I don't want to see that shit.
At Pac-Man case.
Oh no!
Yeah.
If you guys can please DM me all of your alone pics, that would be great. We'll share them on our feed so that everybody can see what happens. And that's it.
Maybe Snapchat's a better option for this.
Yeah, none of this is happening.
Amanda, number one, we're proud of you for going to the movies by yourself.
Thanks. I feel like
Good
a
job.
big time adult.
Wait.
What?
How was the movie?
Oh yeah, was it good?
Terrible. No, I'm just playing.
okay.
It was good.
All right.
If you like Scream, you'll like it.
Okay.
It
Cool.
wasn't the best.
Good review.
But it was good.
I mean, Scream 72 can only be so good, right?
Scream 72.
Excuse me. Number 5.
Amanda, where can people come shout at us?
All right. Well, Andy already told you about the Patreon, so come check out our Instagram at Real Awkward Podcast, and come tell us things that you do in public that some people would think are weird to do by yourself.
All right, so we might still get weird stuff.
Probably.
Got it. Ash, you have anything for Amanda?
No.
God, it was way too long. All right, see you later, Rubes. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.